If your i11, i12, i7, or i9S TWS earbuds are not charging, or you are not sure what the red and blue lights mean, this guide will show you exactly what to check. These AirPods-style earbuds can be confusing because the case has its own battery, and the earbuds charge separately inside the case. So in this video, you will learn how to charge the case correctly, how to place the earbuds the right way, how to know when they are fully charged, and what to do if one side is not charging at all. Number 1. What charging means. With these i11, i12, i7, and i9S style TWS earbuds, you are really charging two things, not one. First, the charging case has its own battery. Then that case sends power into the earbuds when they sit correctly inside. That is why people get confused. They plug in the case, see a light, and assume the earbuds are charging too, even when the earbuds are not touching the pins properly. In many versions, if the case itself has no power, the earbuds may not auto-power on, and they also may not charge at all. So the first rule is simple. Always treat the case and the earbuds as two separate batteries, and check both before you assume something is broken. Number 2. Check your version. Before you charge anything, look at the actual case port and do not guess. Older i7S versions are often charged through micro USB. Some i11 versions use Type-C, some i12 versions are sold with a USB cable or USB-C cable, and different sellers use different case designs. That matters because these earbuds are not one strict product line. Also use a basic charger, not a powerful fast charger. One i12 manual specifically says to use a 1 amp charging head and avoid fast charging, while another says the case should be charged with a DC 5-volt, 1 amp source. So if you want the safest setup, use a normal USB charger, laptop port, or power bank that gives steady low power instead of aggressive fast charging. Number 3. Charge the case first. The cleanest way to do this is to charge the case before worrying about the earbuds. Connect the correct cable to the case and leave the earbuds inside or outside only after you know what your model prefers. Then watch the case light. On some i9 style manuals, the case shows a red flashing light while the case is charging and a steady red light when it is full. On some i12 versions, the case light is blue during charging and stays blue when full. On i11 style guides, the case may show red while charging. So do not memorize one color for every clone. Memorize the pattern instead. A changing light usually means charging is in progress, and a steady light or light turning off usually means the state has changed to full. Number 4. Seat the earbuds correctly. Once the case has power, place each earbud firmly into its slot and make sure the metal contacts line up. On these models, charging usually starts automatically when the earbuds sit correctly in the case. Some versions also use a case button, so if your case has one, press it and watch for the light. A common sign that charging has started is a red light on the earbud. In several manuals, the earbud light stays red while charging, then turns off or briefly turns blue when full. If nothing lights up, do not assume the battery is dead right away. First, check whether the earbud is sitting crooked, whether the magnets pulled it into the wrong angle, or whether the case itself is too empty to feed power into the buds. Number 5. Know what real charging looks like. Here is the part most people skip. Watch for a sequence, not just a single flash. If the case light changes into a charging state and the earbud light stays on for a while, that is a much better sign than one quick blink. Charging times also vary a lot. One i12 manual says the earbuds may charge in about half an hour and the case in about 1 hour. Another i12 version says about 1 hour. An i7S manual says about 80 minutes. An i11 manual lists about 2 hours. So if your earbuds have only been in the case for a few minutes, it is too early to judge. Also, some versions show battery life on the phone, while another i12 manual says power display is not supported. So if your phone does not show a battery pop-up, that does not automatically mean the earbuds are not charging. Number 6. Fix one side not charging. If one earbud charges and the other does not, the first suspect is not always the battery. Very often it is dirty contacts. Official support from JBL says charging issues are almost always caused by dirt on the metal charging contacts, and both JBL and Samsung recommend cleaning the contacts on the earbuds and inside the case. One i12 manual even says directly to dry clean the charging points if the earbuds will not charge. So take a dry cotton swab first. If needed, use a tiny amount of rubbing alcohol on the swab, clean the metal points gently, and let everything dry fully before testing again. Also check for tiny plastic film, lint, or a pin inside the case that is stuck down and not springing back up. Number 7. Reset if charging is not the real problem. Sometimes the earbuds are charged, but the real problem is pairing between the two buds. That usually shows up when one side works and the other side looks fine but gives no sound. In that situation, do not keep charging for hours. Reset and re-pair. Different versions do this differently. One i12 manual says to take the earbuds out and press 5 times until the blue light flashes to clear pairing. Another generic TWS manual says hold both earbuds for about 10 seconds while powered off to restore factory settings. Some i12 style guides also say to start again by turning on the case first, then removing both earbuds together so they sync properly. So if both buds receive power but only one plays, think sync issue, not just battery issue. Number 8. Know when it is hardware. If one earbud only works while the case is plugged in, if the earbud never shows a charging light no matter how clean the contacts are, if the case stays in charging mode for far too long and never reaches its full state, or if the pins are bent, loose, cracked, or corroded, you may be dealing with a real hardware fault. Samsung support says damaged earbuds may simply stop charging, and an i7S troubleshooting page notes that an earbud that works only while receiving external power can point to a defective internal battery. Also, if the case or earbud becomes unusually hot while charging, stop using it. Lithium-ion guidance warns that excess heat during charging is a danger sign. At that point, the realistic fix is replacement of the cable, case, battery, or the earbuds themselves, not endless retrying.